Hello and welcome to Volumes of Spheres. Today I'm going to look at a couple examples involving volumes of spheres. So let's start by giving you the formula. So the volume of a sphere has a formula that is 4/3, or 4 divided by 3, times pi times the radius cubed. That's the formula, and so here's our first example. Somebody says, here's a ball shape or a sphere, and I know the radius is 20 centimeters. Could you please find the volume? Nothing to it. All you got to do is pick the right formula and make sure you put in the radius and not a diameter or something like that. So it's just a matter of crunching it through on your calculator, and that should produce the following: 33,510.32 cubic centimeters. So in terms of finding volumes of spheres, pretty easy stuff. However, as you'll see with my second example, we can make things a little bit more complicated. Well, I won't ruin the surprise. So here's my next example. It's find the surface area. Find the surface area, okay, of a sphere with a volume of 50,000 cubic meters. So what makes this question tricky is you're asked to find surface area and they give you a volume. So why is that tricky? Well, let's look at the formula. First of all, for surface area, I have this formula, which is 4 times pi times radius squared. So I go, well, that's easy enough if I knew the radius, but I don't know the radius. So before I can use this formula, I have to go to the other given information, which is about volume, and say, okay, well, what do I know here? Here's the formula for the volume of a sphere, and I know what the volume actually is. So I can put in 50,000, and then I have 4/3 pi. My recommendation is, on your calculator, go 4 divided by 3 times pi. Turn that into a decimal. Make sure you keep a lot of decimal places, and then it's a little bit easier to work with. To solve for r, I'm going to divide both sides by 4.1888. Okay, so do the same thing over here. What that'll do, that'll get rid of the 4.1888, leave me with r cubed, and over here the number that I got was 11,936.59. Now how do I solve this for r? I want r, not r cubed. Well, on your calculator you have to cube root this thing. So I'm going to throw all of that into the calculator, hit cube root, and if I do that, I should have got the following: approximately 22.854. This would be meters, and that's my radius. So now that I have the radius, I can go over to this formula to get the surface area. All I got to do is plug in for r 22.854 and and squared. Okay, now if I do that, throw it all into the calculator, I ended up with 6,563.48, working to 2 decimal places, and this would be square meters because we're talking about area. So this is my answer. So you can see there's quite a bit of work there because we had to do this little bit of algebra involving volume first before we could get right into the surface area question. All right, well, that's it. I'm drained, so we'll catch you later.